my name is Beth Adepoju Elizabeth. So welcome to the part 1 video of the 4-part video series on resource monetization. In this part 1, we're looking at resource monetization and introduction. What is resource monetization? What should you know about resource monetization, and what are the different kinds of resources that can be monetized? Now, when I talk about resource monetization, I'm talking about that resources that is innate. That resource you have as a human, that resource you have that distinguishes you from me. So what is monetization? Monetization is the act or the act of making money from someone or something. So when you set out to make money from anybody or to make money from anything, you are simply monetizing that thing, or you are monetizing that person. That's what monetization is about. So when you think of monetization, think of money. Yeah, money. So when you think of monetization, think of money. So let's talk about the different resources that you can monetize. These are resources that I have monetized over time, and I would like to share my knowledge with you in this area. So let's talk about resource monetization. Now, what are those different resources you have as a human that distinguishes you from me, or that separates me from you? Let's look at some of those resources. Number 1, you have your influence or authority. Number 2, we have your contacts or connections. Do you agree with me that those you know are quite different from those I know? That's what distinguishes you from me. Number 3, we have your passion. Yes, your passion. You can monetize your passion. We have your skills. Number 4, we have your skills. Number 5, we have your talent. Number 6, we have information. Number 7, we have knowledge. And number 8, we have time. So we'll just be running through all of this, but just be having a basic introduction on all of this, because we cannot cover everything. Although this is where our focus will be in the other parts of the video. So now we're looking at knowledge monetization in-depthly in the other parts of the video. But in this part 1 video, we'll be brushing everything. We'll be looking at everything summarily. So let's get to work. Let's talk about your influence or your authority. Now, I used to believe that everybody have a circle of influence. Everybody have a place where their voice can be heard. Everybody have a capacity to influence someone or something at a particular point in time. If you are in a class of 200 students and you happen to be the class captain, or you happen to be the class representative, you are the one who is representing each of those 200 students, then we say that you have influence, you have authority over these 200 students. You will agree with me that, or else you have not discovered which sphere, or you have not discovered which circle, or you've not discovered which area that you have influence on. There is an area that you have influence on. The only stumbling block will be if you haven't discovered which area you have influence on. Now, some people have very great influence on some social media platforms like Instagram. Others have great influence on social media platforms like WhatsApp, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, depending on your own circle of influence. Now, we have some. If you would agree with me, you would know that there are some certain people that, if their voices have not been heard in certain areas of interest, it's believed that nothing has been said in those areas of interest. I'll give you some examples. Now, there are certain people that if they haven't spoken about social media, if you haven't heard them talk about starting up a business, you just feel that you haven't heard anything, like you haven't learned anything, like you don't know anything about business, you don't know anything about social media, because someone has not spoken about it. There are some fashion gurus that if they have not said, oh, this color combination goes best, oh, a white top will be nice on a black skirt, blue top will be nice on a black skirt, you just believe that nothing has been said in the fashion world, because those people have influence, they have authority in the fashion world. There are some people that if they haven't talked about sports, if they haven't given you their opinion, if they haven't heard their view about a particular sport concept, you just believe that nothing has been said in the sports world, because those people have influence, they have authority in the sports world. So there is somewhere that you have influence on. There's somewhere that you have influence in. There is somewhere that if your voice haven't been heard in those places, you just believe that nobody has talked. So influence is the capacity to have authority or to have command over a particular group of persons, or to have command over a particular thing or or area of interest. That's what influence is. So we have social media influencers, we have Instagram influencers, and it is believed that when these people have not talked, or when these people have not said something, people nothing has been said. And another thing about influence and authority is that people always look at people always look up to people at a particular influence table or a particular authority table. They look up to you. They feel like, what does this person have to say about this thing? And it goes to an extent that if you have an influence or authority over a group of people and you tell them that don't buy this duster because this duster is looking fake, it's not looking too real, they won't buy this duster, not because the duster is not good or not because they don't want to have a taste of the duster, but because you said they shouldn't buy this duster, so they decided that they are not going to buy this duster. So in another class or in another course, we'll be looking at this thing in-depthly, but in this part 1 video series we just have to brush everything so that you would have a basic idea of what everything is about. Number 2, let's talk about your contacts and your connections. Okay, there are different ways you can make money from your influence and your authority. Number 1, you have ambassadorial deals. Yes. Have you wondered why certain brands use actors and actresses as their brand ambassadors? Like, have you ever sat down to wonder why? Like, have you ever asked yourself, why do I see a picture of this house, of this estate, and then I see this popular actress on the banner? Why can't they just use the banner alone? That's because that particular actress has authority, has influence over a certain group of people known as their fan. So they have authority. They do what their fans do what they ask them to do. Their fans follow their example. They follow their footsteps. You see some very crazy fans that are like, oh, because my celebrity is using this particular type of hair, I want to use this particular type of hair too. So because these brand, they know that there are certain actors or actresses that have influence over a group of people called their fan. So you see them signing ambassadorial deals with these people. So you, as an influencer or someone with authority in a particular area of interest, you can have you can monetize this influence and authority by having people sign you up for an ambassadorial deal, by having people sign you up for paid partnerships, and by also putting up adverts for people, by doing adverts for people, and by talking about their brand, by influencing their brand generally. You can monetize that and make more money from that. So let's look at number 2. Number 2 is your contacts and your connections. As I said earlier, there are people you know that I don't know. You have access to people that I don't have access to. And there are people that I have access to that I can just put up, that I can just pick my phone and give them a call, and you don't have access to such people. Have you ever thought of monetizing your contacts? Now I'll tell you how all this works. For those of us in the importation field, you must have had a few importation trainers or a few procurement company telling you that, okay, we are selling contacts. We are selling contacts of suppliers. Like, have you ever wondered why? They are monetizing their contacts. Like, what's the big deal in giving out contacts? But then these people have a contact and you don't have it and you need it. Like, recently I had to pay about 33,000 naira just to get access to 10 or 20 designer suppliers. Like, they have those contacts, but I don't have the contact, and I needed the contact, and I saw no big deal in buying the contact. So yes, people who buy contacts. People who buy contacts. Some of us have contacts of people in some local government offices, some secretariat, people that fast track things, and I'm not teaching you to do something that is not legit or it is 100% legit. It all depends on the kind of contacts you now decide to monetize. As I said earlier, you don't even have to, at times, even if you don't have this thing, it's something you can work on. It's as simple as going to the markets. Let me just give you a gist. Like, let me just give you one of the shortest cuts to get this. It's as simple as choosing a niche. Okay, I want to focus on Turkey beers, and then going to the markets, like going to Balogun market, or maybe going to Marina markets where you know that you'd find Turkey suppliers, and then moving to these people. Okay, I want to start patronizing you. I want to start buying clothes from you. I want to refer you to people I know so that they can start buying clothes from you. You get their contacts. You have a list of these contacts. You update your list regularly. So it depends on. I will give you another very good example. I was about to start up a logistics business, and then I was looking for contact of those who sell bike, like in wholesale price, like very affordable. I don't want to be scammed and I don't want to be cheated. So I was looking for contact of those who sell bike, and I was just searching everywhere. I was just searching everywhere. I was just searching everywhere. I was looking for contacts of someone I could trust, but then there was really nobody. I had to work, I had to do a lot of research. But guess what? If there's someone who was selling contacts on probably it could be, you could just have yours as contacts of verified suppliers in Lagos, or contacts of verified dealers in certain, it could be dealers of cars, dealers in bike, dealers in automobile, dealers in factory equipment. See, this thing, it's just about you, it's just about your creativity. It's just about how you want this thing to be done. I really wish we could go in depth, like we could track everything, we could enter inside and dig it all up, but then we don't have that luxury of time, so we just have to brush all of this, as I said. And in the advanced course we'll be learning all of this in depthly, but now we just have to brush this so that this video is not too lengthy. So you could monetize your contacts, you could monetize your connections, you could monetize those you have, you could monetize access to certain people that you have and they don't, or other people don't. But I would advise that before you monetize your connection, make sure that your connection is aware that you're about to monetize it. For instance, you know someone in a local government office that could help with some certain registrations. Before you start monetizing that contact or that connection, you could you could inform the person that, okay, I want to start doing this, is it fine by you? Some people will even gladly oblige, especially if they're family members and they've been even looking for a way to generate additional income for you. They will gladly accept. For some of them, you might have to give them a certain percentage of whatever you are making from it. Why for contacts? You might not even need to approach anybody for contacts that you want to monetize their contacts. I'm sure that some of these, by monetizing their contacts, you're even helping them with indirect marketing and you're making their money. So I don't know why I should just give you a contact of someone for free, like someone I deal with, someone I buy my own goods from. So I'll just give you the contact for free like that. So it's like indirect marketing. You are helping the person to market their product. So I don't think they should have a worry with you sharing their contact or with you selling their contact. As an importer, I get to buy contact every day. Even if you are not involved in importation, it's a good thing for you to do. You can take up an importation course and then know a bit about importation, and the only thing you just want to do is source for contacts and sell to other people. A lot of people are looking for contact of specific items, of different items from day to day in the importation field. I can gladly give you this information because I am very active in the importation field. Let's talk about number 3. Your passion. Now, what is that thing that you are passionate about? It's that thing that when you hear, it makes your head go, oh, what's that thing? That thing that when you hear, it brings out the ginger and the swagger and all the excitement in you. We all have that thing that we are passionate about. For some of us, it's cooking. We just love cooking. We just love being in the kitchen. For some of us, it's just DIY. You just love doing DIY. For some of us, you know that thing you love doing. That thing you love doing. You can actually monetize it. You love cooking. You can start cooking for people. You can start cooking for people at a fee. You could even charge to take people or to teach people how to cook because it's your passion. Don't just say, oh, I love cooking, and then every day you are just in the kitchen, you're cooking, you're sweating out, you're cooking, you're sweating out, you're not making anything from it. If you love cooking, there's a way you can monetize your passion. You love seeing movies. Okay, I'll give you an example. There's a popular movie reviewer on Instagram. Her name is Adenike Adebayo. She should pay me for this. I'm giving her that contact for free. Okay, so Adenike Adebayo is a movie reviewer, and at times I just tell myself, this is a life of fun. Like, I can imagine, all I just do is I sleep, I wake up, I review movie. I see movies from morning till night, and then I see movies, and after seeing the movie, I sit down, I review the movie because it's my passion. I'm a filmmaker. I love reviewing movies. I love seeing movies. I love criticizing movies. So all I do is I just sit down, I see a movie, and then I criticize the movie, and after criticizing the movie, I bring it to YouTube. People get to view, they get to watch, and when they view, when they watch, they pay me for viewing. They pay me for watching me do what I love doing. Man, there's nothing as sweet as that. Like, people paying you for doing what you love doing. It's no stress, no struggle. You just see yourself flowing freely. Like me, I love talking. I love talking. So people pay me for talking. No stress comes with it. I love being paid for what I do, for what I love doing. So your passion may be different from mine. You might be passionate about seeing movie. Some of us are passionate about reading books. We just love reading books. For some of us, As I said earlier, we just love being in the kitchen. So instead of you staying in the kitchen, just cooking, sweating out every day, you could be sharing different recipes for people, and you could get paid for doing what you love doing. Some of us love traveling a lot. Yes, for some of us, we love going on road trips, we love going on vacation. Do you know that you can monetize your traveling? Yes, you can monetize your traveling. A lot of people would want to visit certain places, but then before visiting those places, they want to know if it's worth it. They want to know if it's somewhere they should go. They want to know if it's somewhere they shouldn't go. They want to know if it's somewhere that is fine to go. So they want this information from you, and because you travel a lot, you know this thing, you have enough information on this thing, so it's easy to give them this information because it's what you do, it's what you do very, very well, and you are passionate about doing it, you love doing it, so you get paid for doing what you love. Is it not a good thing? It's a good thing to get paid for doing what you love. Wow. So we've talked about your passion. Now your skills. What are your skills? What are those skills you are very good, those things you're very good at? Most likely you probably learned them, or you yes, most times skills are learned. Yes, skills are learned. That's the major difference between passion, skills. Let me tell you the major difference between passion. They are interwoven, skills and talents, and also we have information and knowledge interwoven. So the difference between passion is, passion most times has to do with something you're crazy about. So think of something you're crazy about. Think of something you're passionate about. That's your passion. Think of something you love doing. Something you love doing. Something you love doing. Something that triggers your excitement. That makes you excited. Something that when you hear, it just turns you on. You are just very interested in doing it. That's your passion. So as I said earlier, we all have different passions. We all have different things we're passionate about. Yours might be cooking, mine might be traveling, and a whole lot of other things that you're passionate about. So your skills. Now, skills are their lengths. So we have different skills that could be learned. For some of us, you remember when you left secondary school then, and then your parents had to... You left secondary school and then your parents had to tell you to go to a computer school. So you learned computer skills. You remember that time when you were still looking for admission and you had to go to a computer school. So some of us learned computer skills. Your skills can be computer skills. Your skills can be related to social media. It could be digital marketing skills. But the major thing here is most time you have learned it. Yours might even be furniture making. So yours is furniture making. Yours is dressmaking. Yours is hairdressing. So what's that skill you learned over the year? That thing you paid to learn, that thing that you paid to learn. So what's the think of it? I'm sure we all have different things. At a point in time, I have taken a course in digital marketing. At another point, I've taken a course I have computer skills. So these things are things that you can monetize because they are things that you know. They are things that you must have paid to learn too. So because they are your skills, it's very much easier for you to monetize them. They are things you know how to do. You might want to ask me, how do I monetize a hairdressing skill? Now, basically, monetization can be done in two forms. Either by selling services, or by teaching people how to do those things. That's the basic form of monetization, and then we're going to talk about that when we're talking about knowledge and when we're talking about online course creation. So we're going to look at that in-depthly. So you can monetize your hairdressing skill by providing it as a service to people, that's helping people to make their hair, and you can also monetize it by teaching people how to make hair for other people. Now you might ask me, how do you want to do this? You need a shop? No, virtually everything can be done online these days, and you can learn how to do some of those things in the social media marketing video. We'll be talking about how to use online marketing to do some of those things. So your skills are those things that you have learned, those things you know how to do. So you can monetize these things. You can make money from those things, either by rendering them as a service, or by selling them as an information, or by selling them as a knowledge. This brings us to talents. So we have to talk about talents now. Your talents. What's the difference between your skills and your talents? So most times your skills are those things that you learn. So you learned the skills in order to know them, in order to be advanced in them. You learned them. But then your talents most times are those things that are innate. You were born with them. That's the major difference. You were born with them, and it makes you best at it. It makes you better at it because it's something that is innate. It's something that you didn't even learn. It wasn't taken away from you. It's abinibi. So it's your talent. So you just enjoy doing it because it's something you know how to do very well. For some of us, we have different talents. For some of us, we were born with acting. For some of us, we were born with singing. Have you thought of monetizing your talent? Like monetizing that thing you know how to do very well. That thing that someone else will not do as you would do it. Have you thought of monetizing this thing? Your talents. Everybody has one or two talent that they were born with. So, how to monetize your talents? For some people, their talents could be singing, as I said earlier. For others, it could be dancing. Some just know how to dance. They just dance to a fault. For some, it's talking. For some, it's acting. We have different talents, and these different talents can actually be monetized. You can sing and make money from singing. You can also teach people how to sing. As I said earlier, the basic forms of monetization are by rendering a service or by selling them as an information. So don't forget. So for instance, if your talent is dancing, you can render it as a service, or you can train or teach people how to do that same thing that you know how to do. So let's talk about your information, knowledge, and time. Now, talking about information, your information refers to those things that you know how to, those things that you got, information that you got. Okay, I'm trying to look for a best way to put this now, or a best way to explain it. I don't want to define it. The basic difference between information and knowledge is information is not more in-depth and detailed compared to knowledge. For instance, information would contain instructions. They would contain how-tos. So when you have something like how to tie a scarf, how to tie a turban, how to tie gele, how to make up, or they could make up an information. So they could be information. So you can sell the information you have, or probably you know something about, a particular concept. You know something about a particular concept. That's an information that you can actually monetize. Or you have certain instructions regarding certain things. That's an information that you would want to monetize. So we'll leave knowledge for that, because a whole video will be dedicated. For now, we'll leave knowledge because the whole video will be dedicated to taking knowledge. So let's look at your time. Your time is another thing that you can monetize. You can monetize your time in different ways. We have different ways via which we can monetize our time. For some of us, we just wake up, we sit at home, we don't go out, we are just at home most of the time, most of the day. So you can actually monetize your time. Instead of sitting at home doing nothing, you can go out. You can do personal shopping for people. You can even take your time to use that to go on tours and to do a whole lot of creative things that you can sell to make money. I don't want this video to be too long, so we'll have to stop now. In the next video, we'll still be looking at time, because I've not talked about time very well, and then we'll be looking at knowledge in-depthly before we now move to online course creation, and then we move to social media marketing skills. I hope you enjoyed every bit of this video. In the next video, we'll be talking more about knowledge. We'll be talking more about social media marketing skills. Trust me, you don't want to miss a part of this video. So I can't wait to see you in the next video. Till I come your way again, my name is Beth, the small brand doctor. Thanks for watching, guys.